Okay, so I'm going to give you a very quick run through of a typical trainer text lesson on our site. So this is the account login screen. So we come to that, put in the user email address, and then put in a password. And that takes you into where the child or the learner, can be an adult learner of course as well, can log in. And so we've just put the first letters of the name and password, 3-letter password there, so it's very simple for them. And here we are, Matt's login button appears. So Matt is on lesson 68, so he's about 2 to 3 months in, and he's very much into the swing of it, but still developing that early confidence. So we log in.
How was yesterday's lesson? Just click whether you were sad, okay or happy.
So it's very important for us to know that the children are happy all the way through, because it's an indicator of there being a problem if they're not. So we're always tracking that.
Welcome to Mole Whacker. Just whack the angry moles, but not the happy ones.
So we start with 2 introductory exercises. We then do a reading section, and at the end we have a sort of reward game to finish off with. So this is Mole Whacker. It's a we find the children have a lot of difficulty often with eye tracking, so we play Mole Whacker amongst other things just to help with that. So it's a sort of exercise to do that, and I'm going to skip the rest of it. You can see how it's working. So we then go into the second exercise.
Welcome back to rhyme time. Click to hear the word once you've read the 3 on the screen. Then just pick the rhyme as fast as you can.
So here's rhyme time, and you can see here how the trainer text is working. So this word is sound, and we've got the snake with a shake, the owl with a scowl, the nun with a bun, and the duck covered in muck. So and that is the system that we're helping the children practice their decoding. So with that imagery there to help, if they're not sure what a word is, they can work through it. And it's that engaging with the text and sounding it out all within their head that builds the skill of the decoding over about 90 sessions. That is when we're normally seeing a breakthrough. And then once we've done that, really we're building confidence and fluency over the next sort of 100 lessons till really they're flying. So I can't remember what the word was. Oh, so we now play click to play.
Gun, as in the soldier had a gun.
So the rhyme with that is run.
Good.
So you can. So we run through about 7 lessons like that. So I'm going to skip the rest of that, and it just gets them really focused on that decoding. So here we're at the library login screen. You can see we can change stuff like the background. And we can also change the dialect that we code the words for, depending on how you pronounce them. So we're just going to go in to the library. Now we've already taken out a book which is the Billy Goat's Gruff. We could go back to the library and choose another one. You know, we have a mix of different reading materials to suit different people, but we'll just carry on with the Billy Goat's Gruff today.
Don't worry if you find you read words more slowly now. That is a really good sign.
So we often open with a little tip about something important that to keep them focused on the key things we're looking for. And then at this stage the learner starts with single words with the trainer text. So here we've got so, that's the oaks, so, and they can work through the words, decoding each of them.
With time, you will find you become more accurate and fast. So for the moment, just try to be accurate.
Okay, so now we get to the phrase reread. We find this really important to get them to re-engage with the words they've just worked through, and that builds their skill a lot quicker. So I'm going to whiz through the rest of this section of the lesson.
Excellent. Brilliant. Great job.
You get the image at the end.
Sometimes when people start Easyread, they find their reading age is being measured as going backwards. That is actually okay because you're getting more accurate at the moment, and sometimes that's slower. Once you've done that, you'll get faster too.
Yeah, it's an interesting point that, which can be worrying, is that because we're changing the way somebody is reading, it can make it a little slower at first. And if your reading measure that you're using is about speed, then clearly that will show as a regression. Now we're actually building the right base for progress. Most of these children are actually on a can get on a plateau if reading goes badly. So it's better to get back to a base where they can go forward from. If they're learning for the first time, then obviously this isn't relevant. So this is what we call the Scrabble text. We've taken the text away because some children get really good at their sight reading, and so we just use this to force them to do a bit of decoding and build their confidence in being able to decode and blend words. So we get a few pages of that.
Good. Well done.
And then the final image. So that's
well done. That's all of the section for today.
Okay, so that's all the reading today. We're going to go to the game Randomizer.
Hi, welcome to the Easyread game selector. Just click the green button to have a game selected, and then click the green button again to start that game.
So let's see what the word is that the game is today. Pinball. So we're going to pinball. It's typical sort of game we play. It's
asked.
So we give them a word and we show a word. Is that the same as the word we gave? In this case, it isn't. So we're going to grab the cross, wait for the ball to come through. Ooh, where's it going? Oh, I just got it.
Great. Asked.
This is another incorrect one. Boom.
Good choice. Asked.
So we got it right. The right word this time. So we're going to grab the. Oh, I missed it. And I missed it again. Got it.
Right.
So we go through.
Country, as in town and country.
So we go through a series of words like that, just building up again their decoding and their reading accuracy, and but in a gamified environment to make it a bit more fun. And that's the end of the lesson. Normally about 10 to 15 minutes, and 90 sessions. We're using that breakthrough, and then we're building confidence. The spelling usually comes through at about less than 150.